So everybody, as I was saying, I'm blessed to know some of you already. Some of you I'm just getting to know. I hope to see you again and again and again. And my name is Lori Tartarsky. I'm a proud author of a book I wrote about my memoir called I Dare You to Walk in My Shoes. It talks about my struggles with bipolar, which I've had since my adulthood, early adulthood. It talks about my challenges I've had with addiction, primarily food addiction and smoking. And it talks about trauma. It talks about the development from childhood to adulthood. It's like a bowl of chicken soup. It has a little bit of everything for everyone. And through the great help of people at Mental Health of America, I've been able to take parts of it, the fruits of the Spirit from the Bible, which are many different things. They're kindness, patience, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, hopefulness, self-control, and I think I missed one or two. I may have, but we've taken different parts of that, and then we've taken different parts of my book, whether it be a story, a poem, or something to that effect. And you have to...
That's not it. That's when you change your password.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Hold on a minute.
So forget it.
Okay. So, and we've taken, whether it be a story, a poem, some segment of the book, and we use some of the fruits of the Spirit, and we try to correlate them together. So today is kindness and patience. Two things I'd love to live by, but are very difficult in today's crazy world. And like I mentioned, today's National Kindness Day, so, you know, just be kind, try to be kind. It definitely comes back to you, even when we don't believe that. I've seen miracles happen with that. And today I'm gonna read a poem I wrote, and then I have some questions, and it's in the handout, and we can answer them. We can go around and kind of answer them. Whatever you're comfortable with sharing, that's what you share. That's all you share. You know, we're in a safe environment, and we're all here to grow, as Jacqueline said. We're all here to learn, we're all here to heal, and we're all here to have fun. So let's do all of those. Okay, so I'm going to read the poem, and we have a little bit of a typo. The name of the organization that we're forming is Universe of Self-Awareness. It's a workshop. And this is the peer services group. And today is Wednesday, November 13th. And the name of it is actually Amazing Face. And it's by myself. And here it goes. You are cordially invited to be inquisitive about yourself and be interested in others, and you will be granted and enchanted and given a source of fascination. Be cautious of procrastination. We need time to analyze and search for the answers and explore. It is so illuminating that you will surely soar. Learn always more. As a young child, I wanted to know, I wanted to grow, I wanted to reap, I so wanted to sow. How succulent sweet it is that saved a wretch like me. I once was drowning in a sea of darkness. Now I am swimming full circle in lust for the light. It's my time to be. Restraints are off. I'm finally on the wings of an angel. I am fabulously free. Free from the jungle of havoc, chaos, persecution, and despair. Finally existing in reality and self-aware. Do I reach out with my tiny hands for the pinnacle? Do I dare? God, grant me the serenity, the security, the safety to accept the things I cannot alter, the courage of the heart to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference and discern reverence. Amen. Amen, a woman.
I like it.
So anyway, that's my little take on things, and I want to kind of go around and ask each person. And once again, Samantha, I see that smile. She's like, "What is she gonna ask me?" Only if you're comfortable. Okay, so do you mind if we start with you?
What's the question? What do you want to answer?
I just want to, well, first we're going to go over the poem, and then we'll go into some questions that I derived from the poem. From your own experience, and your own journey, and everybody's journey is different, yet so similar in many ways. Is there anything in the poem that stood out to you, as a result of your own journey?
I like when it says, I once was drowning in a sea of darkness. Now I am swimming full circle in lust for the light.
Okay. So that resonated with you?
Yeah, I like hit a rock bottom, and now I have to, but I want to do what I'm supposed to do to have the miracle that's supposed to come,
Okay, so you have hope,
Yes, a lot.
and you have faith.
Yes. Courage, I'm strong-minded. So yeah, I know I can do it. I just have to do it.
We have to show up, and then
Yes.
our higher power shows up.
Yes.
Okay. How was that? That wasn't too bad, right? You survived. That was great. Thank you. How about you, Miss Jacqueline?
Learn always more. As a young child, I wanted to know, I wanted to grow, I wanted to reap, I wanted to sow. And that's kind of where I'm at. I know that I have a lot of growth. I've conquered the substance abuse. I'm 17 months clean.
Wow, wonderful.
And now I have to dig deep into my mental health, because there's a lot of things that I need to learn. I revert back to old patterns, and I want to stop that so that I can be a productive member of society.
Okay.
So I like that part.
Okay.
And I still have a lot of growing to do.
Well, we all do. I think every day is a new opportunity to grow. And the universe.
We have to
presents
be
it.
accepting of it, I find.
Right. I agree with you. You have to be accepting. You have to be accountable. You have to be willing to grow.
And be able to take your role in what you did. Everything, you know what I'm saying? Just be accountable. And try to be nice and kind and helpful.
Right. I think that's a great attitude.
I think so too.
Yes,
For
bravo.
your own actions.
Yes, bravo. Yes, how about you?
Oh, okay. God grant me the serenity, the security, the safety to accept the things I cannot alter. So,
I did a little spin on that.
yeah, I
that's
like
good
that.
though.
It's different.
Yeah, thank you.
I just deal with a lot of different things right now, so I'm able to deal with those things and stay positive and not allow my energy to be altered.
You kind of hand it over a little bit.
Absolutely. And that's what I work with right now. Normally I could have But the things I'm going through right now ain't gonna tell me where I've been. I could have altered back to drugs, the streets, and all of that, but my faith system,
But you feel strong.
I'm strong. I feel strong. So I like that part.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Good. I'm glad I gave you some comfort. Okay. Hi.
Hey, Lori.
Hey.
For me, it says, "It is my time to be. The restraints are off. I'm finally on the wings of an angel. I am fantastically free. Free from the jungle of havoc, chaos, persecution, and despair. Finally existing in the reality and self-aware." I think that reached me because, I feel like most of my life I've been searching for my own self. I'm a system baby. I didn't grow up in my family, and I felt like I was putting myself in a lot of positions where I wanted to fit in, or I wanted to be a part of, and sometimes it's not the healthiest. Just to be embraced was what I was looking for, and I found myself in a lot of chaotic jungles and a lot of havoc and things in that situation, whether it was my addiction, being homeless, my incarcerations, even some of the trials and tribulations I've grown up with. So in my recovery, I get to understand a lot of them things a little bit better. I get to learn about it because I took the time to do so, and I think it's helped me grow. I do have a lot more growing to do. For me, I think it's my time to be. It's like me, like just understanding that me loving myself is gonna be enough. And anything else that I get that's more, it's extra, is just a blessing, It starts with me first.
That was so eloquently put. Thank you. And so courageous of you. Thank you. I do appreciate that. Okay, there's my girl. What do you think?
I think I'm going and get a follow-up with Will. Because I think now that I'm swimming full circle and lust for light, it's my time to be, the restraints are off. I feel like that I'm free now that, I'm not on drugs anymore. And like I can do whatever I want, I can go wherever I want. I'm not, I'm not
You have
tied
freedom.
down or anything. I don't have to worry about being sick every morning,
I could relate to that so much. I know with my mental health disorder,
Yes.
I was always scared I was going to be back in the hospital,
Yep.
or I was going to constantly be in treatment. I wasn't going to be able to live my ambitions, my dreams. I always felt tied down to the system and tied down. That's why I say, a lot of it was havoc and chaos and, getting back on my feet, falling, and now I have this resilience that God's graced me with, that I feel like I have the strength to stay forward and to move forward. So I certainly can relate to all of your beautiful comments. Did you want to say anything else? I didn't mean to cut you off. That really resonated with me. So.
Yeah.
Okay. How about you, Pedro?
My name is Pedro, and I started to realize that you can't share everybody's feelings. Sometimes you gotta let it be known what it is for what it is. You can't cover the sky with your hands, and you might hurt somebody in the process. But in the long run, I think it'd be best if they know the truth about themselves. And I'm learning to tell the truth and not hold back no more.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Pedro. How about you, Ricky?
Of assassination, be cautious of procrastination.
Good old procrastination.
I'm a procrastinator all the way.
Join the team. Yeah. I think we just have to make goals and we have to kind of dissect them
through.
and
Follow
follow it
through
little
with
by
them.
little. You know, even if we need support from others to get through those goals.
Yes, yes. I need this support.
Baby
It's,
steps are
it's
still
fine,
movement.
it's, you know, it takes a village sometimes, takes a city, can take a capital, you know, but, you know, that's what I think our growth and our recovery's about, forming teams, winning teams, supportive teams.
Baby steps are still movement.
Right, everything, Samantha, that's
Yeah.
such a good point, that's such a great point. Anything else you wanna say?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
That was just nice boom.
Thank you,
Yeah,
I appreciate
beautiful.
that, thank you, and I like your hat, happy Veterans Day, right? Your hat, yeah,
I got that Dollar General.
okay, okay.
I did.
Alright, good, that's very nice, it's appropriate for this week. Where's, hi guys,
So we're sitting in the back.
that's okay,
Damar.
hey Damar,
Yeah, well, two parts got to me. Once I was drowning in a sea of darkness. Now I'm swimming full circle and lost for the light. And God grant me the serenity, the security, and the safety to accept the things I cannot alter. You know, because throughout my addiction, I didn't really realize I had mental issues. And you know, once I kind of like accept that I had a problem with alcohol and drugs, found out that I had mental issues too. So you know, now things has really changed a lot for me because of programs, treatments, medications, and I'm doing my best to just stay focused and reap the benefits of my hard work. It's been a long road. It's been a long road, and I think I'm truly grateful to get that I am where I am because otherwise, I don't know. The streets it's not nowhere to be, So I'm just trying to
be grateful.
be grateful every day. Try to stay in the light. Not be out here drowning in this darkness. Because it's just a lot. It's just a lot. But when you realize, and you ask for help, there's a lot that you could overcome. So I'm overcoming a lot of things right now, and I thank God for where I'm at because it hasn't been an easy journey. Thank you for allowing me here because it's just a reminder, it's a reminder about the darkness, and knowing that we have to have a higher power, that we have to give thanks for all the help,
Mhm. Thank you, beautifully said, thank you, Benoit. How about you, Justin?
I would say we need time to analyze and search for the answers and explore. I would say this is kind of like having patience.
Right.
because,
I think patience is it's so endearing, and yet it's so difficult
Mhm.
because
Hard.
we want, they say in the Bible, patience is long suffering. And we just want it to be better. We want to have our goals. We want to live our dreams. And everything is a process. Everything is slowly unfolding. And we have to live in each moment and be grateful for the moment. Not say, I want that now, like a young child. So I think that patience, Justin,
Mhm.
right, is
absolutely.
difficult.
Yeah, very, very.
Mhm.
We as humans, we obviously don't want what we want when we want it,
Right.
and unfortunately, as addicts, we don't analyze anything really. So now that obviously being in recovery and learning about ourselves, at least I found out that Honestly, I don't know shit, so I'm okay with being patient and waiting. I kind of have to, honestly. I'm not. I've always, been one of those very impatient. I've always been obviously one of those people that I want what I wanted, and when I wanted it, you couldn't tell me I couldn't have it. So basically, humbling myself. Just just having to sit down and allow myself to realize that it's okay to ask for help every now and then. You don't need to know all the answers.
Ooh, that's good. I like that.
Yeah, that's great, Justin. Thank you.
Anytime.
Thanks. Where's Kelly? Did she step out?
Yeah, she had to step out.
Okay. Do we have time to do some of the other questions?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, did I tire everybody out? You still have some energy? Come on, everybody, hands in the air. Show me you have energy. All right, you got energy. All right, we're gonna move on.
I'm not doing that. I have energy. Don't worry.
Okay. There's some questions that I came up with, and some of them are, some of them you may construe as, a little too much. I'm not gonna put that judgment on them. Whatever ones you feel comfortable answering, that would be great. If you don't feel comfortable, you can say pass. But I came up with some questions as part of the poem, and the first one is, why do families, friends, and nations resort to anger and violence and fight?
Control.
Control.
Right, they want to be in control.
That's a good one.
Power play.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To put it simply, why does anyone ever want to resort to that? It's control with them.
Right, to say I'm boss, so to speak.
I think it's insecurity.
I think so too.
When you come at someone with aggression and anger, it's because you're not secure with the outcome. I just feel that nothing in your life should ever resort to pure violence in that sense.
Never.
It shouldn't equate to that. And I don't believe in giving people my energy. So you can be upset. You have a right to be. But
let's come to terms. Let's work on it.
yeah, because anger is not going to get it anywhere. You're just going to continue to get yourself angry because I'm not going to match your energy.
Do you think as part of recovery, I'm just adding this on, that, we come to recovery, and I know for myself, I had so much anger pent up. So much anger at people, so much anger at myself, so much anger at my mental illness, disease, or what have you, whatever you want to call it. As I'm in recovery and I'm growing closer to a higher power or God or whoever you may choose to call that power, so much of me is not angry anymore. I have so much more room for love and peace and healing and giving. Does that feel true for some of you?
Yeah. Because being angry just eats you up, makes your blood pressure go up. It's a real waste of time. So it's easier to seek peace and quietness and happiness.
Yeah, I think what you said is true, and I think that's why a lot of us are empaths. We want to be kind, we want to be caring. Wishing we had that when we were in our situation, or understanding that's what we needed in our situation. So I think when we get on the side, and then even with myself, sometimes for me it's even guilt, a little resentment towards myself. I have to fix this, and sometimes talking about it is not enough. Just show it, and that's something I got to do in recovery. I'm getting to do in recovery.
Talking about is a good thing. But also, you gotta stay away from people, places, things. some people love, misery loves company. So,
Yeah.
keep that,
Yeah,
keep the
Pedro.
people away from you, and bring the positive energy in, keep the negative energy away.
It's, you know, it's so, for me, when I reached I haven't reached the pinnacle, but when I reached the enlightenment in my recovery was my peace. And not allowing people to
Passes all understanding.
I don't allow no one to disrupt that. You know, because at the end of the day, you can't take none of this with you. Everything stays. So for me to hold that anger and that resentment, and also I have to be accountable for my actions. As much as it may be easy to blame it on trauma or someone else,
Right.
the idea is that I am still in control of my action. So to let go of all of that and just realize that I need to walk this path and this journey no matter what, you know, it makes it easier. I go through trials and tribulations on a daily basis, but I truly believe a day above ground is a good day.
Yeah,
So.
It's also a pride thing as well,
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately. You know, no one wants to be the laughing stock of a crowd. So, unfortunately, you know, pride, you know, they say pride comes before the fall. Well, sometimes the fall just happens to resort in anger or violence.
Yeah.
Okay, alright, so I'm gonna move on to the next one. Some of these seem silly, some of them are, you know, just take them as you will. Why are the blessings of birthdays and holidays only on the calendar once a year? That brings my eyes to many tears.
I agree with you. I feel as though I should get a gift on my kid's birthday.
But everybody has their birthday, you know. Everybody has their one day of birth, you know.
Right.
I think every day,
If that's the case, my birthday's every day then.
yeah, every day is my birthday.
That's a
Every day, that's a great way of looking at
You
it.
said birthday what?
I'm glad they only there once,
What?
birthdays?
Yeah.
If there was twice a year, I'd be 84.
That is a lot of management, man.
But when you put it that way,
Yeah,
we can leave it, okay.
Yeah, that.
But see, I don't mind the birthday. I don't need to change the year now. But I should feel like I should get a push present each time. And it's 5 of them.
I know,
So
yeah.
that equals the 6 birthdays in the year. I'm
Right.
thinking.
Right.
That's a lot of time management.
Yeah.
You deserve it.
Yeah.
At least
Okay.
two. At least on 2 of them.
And then I wrote, why when my father was terminally ill and dying did I block out the pain and barricade myself in the room with constant crying? So that's kind of like, you know, my dad died 35 years ago, and he died on my birthday actually. And at first it was extremely difficult because he was like my prince and taught me so much about life and love and just gave me so many good memories. If you get to know me and you know my friends, like you'll know I celebrate my birthday for the whole month now. Every year. So I really enjoy it, and I really, you know, celebrate my dad. You know, I think when things are happening to us, we have to heal, we have to process things, and we have to, like Jacqueline says, we have to grow, and we have to grow through it. So I think, you know, how about any of you, if you've experienced that loss?
I lost
Yeah.
my sister in February. Today is her birthday.
Wow.
But she would want me to be happy and still, you know, she would be proud of me for getting clean, you know, so. She would want me to still continue to live my life and do the right thing, so that's what I'm gonna do.
That's great.
Yeah.
And didn't you say this morning she would want you to
Yes.
keep working
Yes.
on your recovery?
Yes, she would.
Yeah, happy birthday. Yeah. Okay.
I lost my dad about 10 years ago. Before I got clean, I was high. And all he wanted was for me to be okay. It was like, as soon as my sister was like, don't worry, Desi's gonna be okay, he passed away like 3 minutes later.
Wow.
And he was, he just wanted me to be alright. So I look in the mirror every day and I'm like, I think you'd be proud of me now,
Yeah,
It's a fact.
he is proud of you. Yeah. Okay. Do you want to know and accept the truth?
Yes.
How
I
does
always
everybody
wanna
feel
know the
about
truth.
that? Do you want
I'd
want to
rather-
know and accept the truth?
Yeah, I always want to know. It might hurt, but I'd rather still know the truth because you might forgive that person lying. You might not ever gain that trust again. So.
Do unto others as you had done to yourself. That's what God says. I'm a firm believer in that.
Yes.
The truth that set you free.
And yes,
Yes.
it does.
Okay.
Church.
Does God really love us unconditionally?
Yes.
Absolutely.
So we're all here with all our bull.
Yeah. That's okay. You didn't say the other word.
Don't forget about mom. You said dad. Don't forget about mom. Mom's always right there with us.
Yeah, yeah.
Just
Goes both ways.
Yeah.
about the God loving us unconditionally. I used to come to this group before, and I just started coming back, and a lot of
Good, we're
times,
glad to have you.
yeah, a lot of times, I hear something profound in this group, and I feel like it's directly for me, just like if you used to go on an AA meeting, and I know in your poem you're talking about like being a child, being born, I've been working hard at this recovery thing for a long time, and like my brothers know, and maybe Jasmine, a couple people know, it's been a difficult space for me recently, so I've had to navigate some things and do a lot of listening and some more extra understanding. But I just wanted to say that because it is good to be back in this group, and like when Pedro said what he just said, it just was like hit me upside my head, and even my brother was talking about strength, and I was strong for a very long time. And it's like I got weak, and you can't live in fear in recovery. The reason I was good in recovery because I was faithful and I remained faithful.
Right, I think
And when
that's.
you're faithful, you don't worry, you don't
Right.
fear, you don't. And when them things came back
Faith
to me,
over fear.
and when things come back to me, I gotta get that faith back. Thank God.
Okay, and I'm so glad you came back. You've been very, your comments are great, your input's great, thank you. Will war and suffering ever end, and will love, strength, and peace defend?
I think the world is really trying, but there's not enough people with patience and peace and love. There's a lot of resentment, a lot of anger, a lot of like what's going on in Gaza and Israel, and there's just. But it is what it is, It is what it is. We've always been at war.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
right. But I think it's also what you said. I think more people have to step up to the plate. More people have to kind of find that faith, that strength, that love, and come together.
Yeah, when I was in line the other day, I didn't have enough to pay for what I was getting, and the woman behind me paid for the whole order. And that, I was thanked her profusely. And I said, if there was more people like her, then things wouldn't be so tough and bitter.
It's beautiful. I'm glad you had that experience. Okay, let's see here. What happens to our spiritual heart and soul when we perish? Come
go
on,
to heaven.
Samantha.
We'll go to heaven.
Yeah,
We'll hang
okay.
out with the angels.
Mhm.
No more pain, no more anything. You're made whole
I love
and
that.
new and fresh. I can't wait till I get to the pearly gates.
Do people agree with that?
I do. I mean, yeah, I do. I believe that there is a greater peace after this. But I'm okay in the struggle right now. I'm okay. You know, because I always say, you know, people say, you know, I'm tired, I can't wait to relax. I said, when you finally get to relax and there's no more struggle, that's 6 feet under.
Right.
That's not life, that's not a reality. You can still have $1 million in the bank and it's still something that you gotta fix that day. Because money don't fix it all. So, you know, but I definitely believe that once this is all said and done, I get to see everyone that took an early exit.
Yeah, I can't wait. Yeah, but there's so much work to be done here.
Yeah. I'm not
And
done.
it's fun. A lot of it's fun if you're doing your passions, if you're growing, if you're
You need to be
learning.
God
I
back
mean,
into
it's,
the
it's,
system.
it's an experience.
I'm living my life and I can't complain. I could, but when I think about it, I'm very blessed, very, very blessed and fortunate to be amongst a lot of good people, especially in this room,
I know.
and to do the work that I am extremely passionate about and that I love, that keeps me going. So I don't have no complaints.
We appreciate you.
Yes, we do.
Because you're blessed and highly favored.
Listen, I'm blessed.
Blessed
Listen,
people.
trials and tribulations, I'm here. I still smiling.
That's right. We have breath. We're blessed. Okay, let's see here. I have. Is there any hope for those that conduct their lives in a sinful way? Will they be redeemed and forgiven? Do the unrighteous deserve their say?
I mean, everybody deserves a chance, but they might have to forgive themselves first.
But ask God for forgiveness
Yeah.
first. You
Right,
walk around
God
thinking
is all
you're
forgiving.
a man, thinking you're a woman, you going straight to hell.
Don't say that.
It's a fact, the Bible says it.
We ain't talking religion, we're talking this right.
She said something about the
This
sleep.
is
I think everybody has their own story,
Yes.
and they're all individual and
And everybody's
personalities.
unique.
Yeah, and everybody's
unique.
special.
And everybody has to work that out.
Right, so, you know, it'll all come to pass, they'll come together and
Right.
know the difference between right and wrong, but everybody has
That's
their
what
own
we pray
story.
for. That's what
Everybody
we pray
has their
for.
own story, and some
Right.
people are here, and some people are there, and some people, they're just, you know, they don't get it.
Right.
And it's
Some
not their
people
fault
don't
that they
want
don't
to,
get it.
Right.
You know, God
Right,
made all of us different. And what a boring world this would be if we all were the same, you know? So I think you just have to have patience. And then let it go, like a duck lets water go off of it.
Okay, did you want to say something back? Did you want
You
to?
know, it's like, I mean, at the end it says, do the unrighteous deserve their say. I mean, I think that would be, everybody deserves their say, anything that's for God.
Right.
The judge.
He will
The
judge.
ultimate judge.
Well, let's be realistic. Everybody in this room has sinned, one way or another.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it says, will they be redeemed or forgiven? So, I wouldn't say probably redeemed per se, but forgiven. I would say so, yeah. I mean, I can't really. There's not a direct answer for these questions.
Right. There's really not. That's why they're kind of like everybody's just
Your own opinion.
your own opinion, introspection, things of that nature.
Our own
There's not one.
personality.
Right. There's not one. They weren't meant to have one direct, conclusive answer. They're for everybody. What? Yeah. The last one, 11?
Yeah.
Okay, and then we're gonna skip to the last one. Why do we constantly repeat negative events in our world? And why can't we together move towards utopia and be released from the capitalist spiral to be free?
Where is utopia?
Wherever you want,
Where is
wherever you want it to be.
That's peace.
That's peace, wherever you want it to be.
That could be, Justin, that could be you in your place, playing your P5,
Right.
okay?
That's temporary.
That's not temporary. That could be, that's your peace. That's your utopia. What brings you that moment where you shut out all of the negativity in the world and you're right here?
When you just
Right
have
there.
that moment.
That moment.
Where
Yeah.
you're
That's
content.
utopia.
And you're
That's-
content, exactly,
Mhm.
Jacqueline.
Yeah.
Contentment.
I'm trying to find full-time utopia. I'm not trying to find temporary.
You know what utopia is
Never
for
heard of
me? Is me parked in front of my house with a bag of tasty crab, with the music blasting, and no kids asking me what's that. Can I have some? About 30 minutes, 45 on a good day. That's peace.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Well, 11 goes back to 7, because our sinful ways, that's why we can't, really find true peace or to love one another. It's just, it's a sinful world, and, we all got a little bit of dirt on us.
There's no balance. That's why.
It's just crazy, so.
There's no balance in this world. There's no balance.
This is why, we're constantly repeating the negative events, It's not that we don't know wrong from right, we do know wrong from right, but for some reason, it just keeps slipping up.
That's because nothing is ever consistent.
But we have to be an example, we have to set a certain precedent,
We do.
and that's what, that's how we try to teach and lead others.
Lead by example.
Lead by example.
Love thy neighbor.
Yeah, love thy neighbor, exactly.
Yeah,
So
that's
we're
the
gonna,
tax.
we're gonna end on that positive note. I had a great time with everybody. I want to thank everybody. You were so interactive. You had great comments. I really felt connected. What I do want to ask you, one more small favor. This helps us. We gave you feedback sheets. If you could write things you found positive about this, and if there was anything you'd like to see for the future, that helps us because we're blessed to be able to do these a couple of times a month, and we want to make you guys happy. That's what it's about. It's about making you happy. And the more